Welcome, Bob. Appreciate you taking the time to come and see us today. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, we're here in part to celebrate 150 years and a legacy at GBBR and the many accomplishments of the organization. And we want to get some information out there for our members and for people who come and look at this. Let me take you back, or take us back, to what it was like for you as a real estate professional, getting your business going, getting started in the business and in the industry. What do you recall from those early days?
I recall in the early days, obviously things were not as technologically advanced as they are now. We did a lot of things very, very manually. But one of the best things that ever happened to me is I got involved in something called the CCIM program with the National Association of Realtors. And although I had a fair amount of education in engineering and finance, the commercial investment member designation and program put together a lot of the things that I had learned and how to focus on analyzing real estate investments, which has turned out being my career. And I think that education that NAR provided was phenomenal. And I highly recommend that to some of the folks that work with me and others.
Sure. Education seems to be a common theme when you talk to leadership amongst realtors and their own participation. Take me to a time when you were president at the board. What was going on within the association and in the community? What was happening in those days?
Well, back in 1981 was the beginning of the time when Ronald Reagan became president. And interest rates, I recall, the prime rate at Maryland National Bank back then hit about 20%. Things were pretty tough, particularly tough for the residential folks. Commercial business took a little bit of a hit, but we were still active doing commercial sales, 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, and the like. But it was a busy time. The board was growing. It was gradually growing into the technological board and MLS that we have now. And it were exciting times, and it did me well. I loved my years being president of the board. It was good for me and hopefully good for the board too.
Well, great, thank you very much. You know, when you look at your business development over the years and you see the GBBR organization grow over these years, how do you feel about that, and what does it mean, and what can you offer young people building their business or getting into the business these days?
Getting into the business, I can't imagine, and it's hard to relate that to a young person maybe coming out of college to go into the real estate business, because you really can't understand how challenging it is, how much fun it can be, how every day is a different circumstance, different customers, and in the commercial business, different types of products. I can't imagine doing something else, but maybe lawyers feel the same way. But I have loved it, and basically, as I had said before, new people getting into the business, most important thing is really learning about real estate, zoning, laws, construction, negotiations, human relations. Our career comprehends all of these factors, and it's just a wonderful business to start out, and for somebody who has nothing can start up their own company and become successful. It's a true American dream.
Thank you. You know, as it relates to the foundation, you know, the foundation is part of the legacy we all look to carry forward to the future. And what does having a GBBR charitable foundation, what does that mean to you as a past president?
To me, as a past president, it is perhaps an emblem, an icon for what the board is doing. For decades, and we have a number of past presidents, probably 20 or more that are still alive, who have volunteered for this community in, be it Red Cross, be it the YMCA, the United Way, all kinds of organizations where realtors have continued to give back, but in a very private way. The real estate community, with our thousands of members just here in Greater Baltimore, have done much for the community, and they're recognized in their different group, maybe be it the American Lung Association or what have you. But in a whole, the general public is not aware of what we have done. By having a foundation, we're able to focus from all of our members into this one entity, and then be able to go out and contribute money, and in many cases, as you well know, contribute time, labor, to accomplish things in the community. So I'm very proud of the foundation, very proud of the Board of Realtors.
Well, Bob, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and I wish you all the best.
Well, thank you. Do I wave hello to Mom now?
You can.
Hi, Mom.